Hey guys, this is Impact Hall of Famer Gail Kim, and you are watching the Countdown City WrestleCast.
What's up, heels and baby faces? It is WrestleMania week on the Countdown City WrestleCast. Yay. I'm your host, JC. I'm joined on the phone by a very enthusiastic Mike.
I'm Mike, and dear God, why is this 2020?
And we also have Tommy.
Hey, guys!
Oh my gosh. My wife, Tina, not able to join as teachers everywhere are just exhausted, and I don't blame her for taking a break.
Yeah, distance learning ain't no joke.
It is not. As much as some teachers say they could teach from home full time, or some kids say, I could do this on the internet full time. Now that they're kind of forced into it, it's not exactly easy. So,
props. Dude, I actually had, because since I tutor, I actually had one guy said, I hate online stuff. I'd rather be in the class.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of self-discipline.
You will have two kids of your own to take care of.
Yes. My 5-year-old on Zoom meetings with her kindergarten class. That's always fun too, right? So, and trying to keep them entertained while we're on conference calls and meetings and everything is... My kid watches a lot of Spider-Verse, though. He loves into the Spider-Verse, so he's just running around the house singing, "What's up, Danger?"
That's proof of good parenting right there. That's what that is.
Right.
So props to teachers. We're going to give you guys a break from all that and talk WrestleMania here on the WrestleCast.
Because like all of you, we're surprised it's still happening.
Yes.
Yeah, seriously.
Our Twitter account, of course, is at @CCG_WrestleCast, and you can subscribe to the Countdown City YouTube channel. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Now, let's start WrestleMania week. Pop one if you got one. I'm drinking cider. I got me a cider. You know what? I did it last year for WrestleMania, and regardless if it's happening with the crowd or not, I'm still going to do it anyway because it is WrestleMania season. So
exactly.
So this year, with everything going on, we lost TakeOver, but we're getting a 2-night WrestleMania because, right, Tommy, WWE did it first, right?
Don't make me cuss right now. I will. I don't really care.
You can't see the gestures he's making over there.
Yeah, I know.
No, you can, actually. You can.
Thank you. I don't have to blur anything out in the video.
I'm saluting Vince. He's number one. He's
he's number 11. What?
I said it on last week's show, and Tommy, you weren't on. When they made the announcement, my thought was, you know what? I think WWE is going to move to this anyway, possibly next year with it being in LA. This kind of gave them an excuse to do it a year ahead of time, and I think for a good reason. With everything going on, hey, let's get 2 nights of entertainment out there. So, this is going to
be... just to be petty, coming from the organization that called them the OC, the original, the first, the only club that matters. They're totally going to. They're totally going to take credit for inventing a 2-night mega show.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're going to try, but did you see when they announced it, what was trending online?
Yes.
What?
So, nice try, Vince. This isn't the 90s or the 80s where there wasn't an internet. No, everyone knows where the idea came from. Jackass.
It made me laugh, honestly.
That was the one that pissed me off. I was like, hey, I know he did not try that stupid. Oh, whatever.
Well,
Dick got pissed at that.
It's an event too big for one night. We know that it's been pre-taped, apparently, already done.
Yeah.
Thankfully, no results have come out yet that we're aware of.
Yeah. Now, that surprised me. I'm surprised they managed to keep that under wraps, but good for them.
I'm very thankful for that, especially because we need content to get out there this week. So, so thank you to everybody for not leaking anything and for W for putting the lockdown on that. I'm sure if anybody leaks something, they're probably going to get fired. That's just kind of the way of it. So, believe it or not, there are 16 matches over 2 nights. We have no idea what matches on what night.
How is that even possible?
I don't know. I pulled up the card, said, all right, let's get this show ready, and holy cow, that's a lot of matches.
So just remember before we go through this, guys, cards subject to change.
Yes.
Even when it's pre-recorded.
Quite a bit. For all we know, they could add matches, they could take away matches, they could replace superstars. We're going to pick what we have and what Wikipedia said.
Right.
Because they cited their sources and it's right. And we're going to kind of go from there. So We'll try and go through rather quickly. Otherwise, this show we could be here longer than WrestleMania would be, actually. So,
not possible. Anyway,
we'll start with the love story of the season: Otis and Dolph Ziggler fighting over Mandy Rose. Mandy will be in Ziggler's corner, and Tina's going ahead and picking Otis for this one. What say you guys? Mike, we'll start with you.
I think there's going to be some crazy Jericho Christian double cross. Like, I think Ziggler might win the match, but I think Mandy Rose might wind up with Otis. Yeah, that's what I'm going with.
It's the feel-good love story of the season, so you're saying with Ziggler winning there? Okay.
What about you? Because I think he'll win the match, but I think Mandy Rose will realize he's kind of a jerk.
Yeah.
Although I still think Tucker may be the one that sent the text. I like that whole idea.
Okay. Tommy, what about you?
I'll go Otis just because I'm pulling for the big guy.
All right. Nothing wrong with that. I'm along the lines of Mike. I am going to pick Ziggler, but I think it's going to be revealed that Tucker sent the text and probably turns on Otis because he's been infatuated with Mandy Rose all this time. It seems like it's WWE's strategy. Eventually, it's like, hey, we got to break up tag teams for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, sadly.
Yeah, I was going to say the fact that it's a singles match and not like Otis and Tucker versus Ziggler and someone.
Mandy Rose on a ladder match or on something like that, kind of thing. So
yeah, well, Vince Russo's not there. So.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Elias versus King Corbin. Tina's picking Elias. I'm picking Elias. And I'm pretty sure that if Ted was on this show, he would pick Elias. Tommy, what about you?
Elias.
All right. And Mike.
Yeah, I'm going to go Elias.
All right.
Last year they had to give Corbin a win versus Angle, so I hate that.
Yeah, that was a bull.
Alrighty. Aleister Black versus Lashley. This one is one of the ones rumored. We're not sure it's going to happen because it sounds like rumors are that Lashley doesn't make the event for health reasons or health concerns. We're going to pick it as if it's still happening, but what do you guys think? Tina is actually going with Aleister Black. I think I am as well. I don't see any reason why Black would lose this matchup, given the momentum he has right now.
Black.
Yeah, Aleister Black.
Everyone going Black. All right. Hey, it's going easier than I thought, right?
Well, actually, either way, you're still betting Black.
Wow. I was holding it back. I didn't want to say anything, but
yeah.
I kind of figured you would, but I can say it, so I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and say it for him.
Yeah.
I got your back, Michael.
the brown-black connection has never been stronger.
Nice. All right. Let's see here. Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins. And Kevin Owens, the beauty of these shows, it's allowed some wrestlers to flex their muscles on just how good their promos are. And Kevin Owens had probably one of the best ones the whole season yesterday on Raw.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure.
Definitely.
Tina's going Kevin Owens. I'm also going Kevin Owens. As big as the rivalry this has been built around, yes, Seth Rollins could lose. We don't know how much of his goons are going to get involved with this. But I'm going to actually go with Kevin Owens. Anybody here picking Seth Rollins, or are we all going Kevin Owens on this one?
I'm going Owens.
Here's the thing, though, real quick. Also, apparently, none of his regular goons are there.
Oh, okay.
Because one of the AOP got injured at the last match that had fans.
Yeah.
And so apparently Vince doesn't want one of them if they're not together. And then apparently Buddy Murphy was quarantined.
I did hear about that.
Traveling or whatever.
Yeah.
So, that's one of the reasons why it was Angel Garza and Andrade and then Austin Theory that was his team on Monday. So, it looks like he's going to be flying solo. So I do think Owens, after everything that's happened as well.
Without Rollins anywhere in his corner, it's going to be all Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We'll see. I kind of hope there's no shenanigans around that. That'd be just a great one-on-one match by itself. So.
Yeah.
All right. Now, some of the gimmick matches here. Firefly Funhouse match. What happens in this match? I have absolutely no idea. John Cena versus The Fiend Bray Wyatt. I'm a little upset this match is happening because I really, A, wanted John Cena, if he was going to wrestle the Velveteen Dream. And B, if I wanted
that would have been great.
The Fiend to wrestle, I wanted to see The Fiend against the Demon. But then again, with what has happened, with no crowd there, I think those matches would be better with a crowd in attendance. So maybe it's a good thing it's not happening this year. But Cena versus The Fiend. Tina is going with The Fiend. I'm going with The Fiend as well. I don't see any reason why Cena doesn't put The Fiend over at this point. Especially with
Goldberg.
Yeah, exactly. Goldberg should have put him over. Cena better put him over because he's barely ever there. So I would think Cena, at least on the booking side, they would see the light and say, look, The Fiend has to go over here. So
yeah, definitely.
Mike, so you picking The Fiend also?
Yes.
And Tommy?
I don't care as long as Rosemary, Jessica Havoc, and Studios show up randomly. I don't care who wins this match. But if I have to pick someone who's actually on the roster, then I guess I'll pick The Fiend.
Yes.
One of the things I've heard watching some of the Cultaholic videos, and I hope it happens, is since it's being basically being filmed ahead of time, they want to see both The Fiend and Bray Wyatt show up.
Huh.
You know what I mean? Like at different parts, or however the Funhouse match is, or whatever it is. Since you're recording,
I hope at one point he punches Bray Wyatt, and The Fiend shows up right behind him.
So with some heavy computer editing, they're going to be able to do it for this match since it's heavily edited. You think?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Since it's pre-taped, it's basically like the Hardy matches when Broken Matt Hardy.
What if they filmed this weeks ago and Matt Hardy directed it before he left for AEW? Wouldn't that be hilarious?
That would be fantastic.
We see
wow, Matt Hardy left at the wrong time for Vince's sake. I mean, that would have been great if Matt were still there, because this would have been no problem whatsoever.
No.
Although, Matt also gives a lot of credit for that, not to totally get off track, to Jeremy Borash, though.
Oh, yeah.
Borash is there now in NXT, so.
Oh, really? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay, guys, what is a boneyard match?
I assume it was something they pulled out of their ass at the last minute because they had no idea what to do.
Well, clearly it's a match that takes place at a boneyard.
Okay, are they
a yard with bones?
Are they dog bones? Are they going to go to churches and load up on this shit? What's going on here? So
my question is, are they just calling it a buried alive match but don't want to do it in the PG era?
I don't know.
That'd be interesting.
That would be interesting. Of course, I'm talking about AJ Styles versus The Undertaker in a boneyard match. We have no idea what that match entails because they haven't said a damn thing.
And the real question is, where are this quarantine times can you find a boneyard?
I don't know. Well, it's at the Performance Center on the skulls of the wrestlers that they have buried and never let out of onto the main roster.
Wait, you know what? No. Okay, look. A boneyard match? Okay, Rosemary to WWE confirmed. She's the only person who I'm positive has boneyards just in her backyard. Sorry, I like Rosemary.
I know you do. So.
No, but I was going to say, JC, with what you were kind of just saying, so it's going to be in the field of all the buried wrestlers that Vince and Triple H have buried over the years?
Yes.
I like it.
So.
That also sounds accurate.
Yeah, Scotty Goldman. He's going to be there, that kind of thing.
WWE's version of EC3.
Yes, he'll be there too. And pretty soon Ricochet will be joining him at this rate, the way this is going.
So. Oh, my God. Please don't bring that up.
I know. It's pathetic. It's pathetic.
You mean Mr. Main Event?
Yeah.
The show, not the actual main event?
So, AJ Styles versus Undertaker. Tina is going with AJ Styles. I've been back and forth on this one. I'm also going to go with AJ Styles. I know the streak is not as big a thing as it used to be, obviously. Taker has 2 losses at WrestleMania. I think this is going to be loss number 3, and him putting AJ over, especially since AJ Styles just won Wrestler of the Decade from Pro Wrestling Illustrated. So we actually just got that magazine in the mail too. So,
cool.
I'm going AJ Styles on this one. Tommy, what about you?
I'm going Undertaker.
Okay.
No, if it's AJ, I don't know. I just think that's what they're doing.
Mike?
Yeah, same. I think you give WWE way too much credit because he won a magazine award. I think it's going to be Taker going over. I don't think a loss is going to hurt AJ Styles. It's such a weird time. It's such an odd thing.
I don't think a loss hurts either one, but I think a win over Undertaker at Mania helps AJ so much. It's like, it cements a legacy, if you will, for him.
I would agree under normal circumstances, but this is such a weird Mania. I mean, we could talk about this at the end, but I really want to know, as we go into the future, how this Mania will stand as far as what happens here. Like, will people care about it as much, or I don't know.
It'll be the Bizarro Mania.
Yeah,
it's gonna be weird.
I mean, WrestleMania 9 is already the Bizarro Mania. This will be just another one.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a weird thing having no fans there. That's gonna be an eerie feeling to it.
Very very weird.
Town, so. All right, as Mike mentioned, Andrade was taken out of the show so he's not going to be a part of the Raw Tag Team Championship match, but the Street Profits are defending against Austin Theory and Angel Garza. So apparently Austin Theory has some Hispanic descent. Yeah, no, maybe Austin Theory has some Hispanic descent. I don't know. I didn't see his 23andMe, so I don't know. Tina went with the Street Profits. Mike, what about you?
It's Street Profits. Like, this guy's like second match on the main roster is going to be a WrestleMania. I mean,
pretty awesome, right?
Cool for him, but that's weird.
Very.
Life in the Performance Center, I guess. Tommy, what about you?
Street Profits.
Yeah, Street Profits, clean sweep. I mean, these guys are over right now, and even without a crowd there, they're still cutting great promos, having great matches, still just having fun. I think that's translating well through TV. So, Women's Tag Team Championship, the Kabuki Warriors defending against Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. I have a feeling I'm lone wolfing this, but we'll see. Tina's picking the Kabuki Warriors, and y'all know I'm doing with Alexa and Nikki Cross because they deserve it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, let's talk about that.
Nah, yeah, I gotta go Kabuki Warriors.
Mm-hmm. I'm not surprised.
Sorry.
Yeah. What about you, Mike?
All right, I want to make this clear. I'm not making this pick because I think they deserve it. But I actually do think Bliss and Cross are going to get the win here.
All right.
I like the Kabuki Warriors, but with the weird times we're in, they've really just kind of been soloing in on Asuka and her just
psychoticness. Yeah.
I don't even know how to, just her being her. And it's such a weird time, and they don't care about the women's tag titles anyways. So I just see that again.
Which is a shame because they had something built up with it too, and they just quickly gave up. It sucks. So.
And then the Iconics run in. Yeah.
I hope so, actually.
Where have they been, though? I mean, to be fair, Peyton Royce and Sean Spears are putting some hilarious videos up on Instagram, too.
They have. Oh, my God. Their Instagrams are so funny. I like watching them, and they're so great.
Yeah. All right.
Hey, maybe next episode we can talk about how many couples are, in different wrestling organizations.
That's something worth bringing up, yeah.
Yeah.
With Moxley showing up on WWE Backstage during Renee Young's camera shot.
Dude, Vince McMahon had a coronary when he saw that.
Right.
I loved Xavier Woods' reaction. He's like, yeah.
All right.
That's hilarious.
We're halfway through the card, guys.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we made it halfway.
Day one.
Well, if day one wins with a women's tag match, you're like, all right, cool. So, yeah. My mom's trying to call me. Sorry, Mom, can't do it right now. All right. SmackDown Tag Team Championship is going to be a ladder match. This is how it's scheduled. Obviously, we think this was going to change from what we've been hearing. So the way it's scheduled, Miz and Morrison defending against the New Day and the Usos. Now, of course, SmackDown is this Friday, and if something changed, we'll probably get worked in the storyline this Friday. But from what I understand, and this has been heavily rumored, I think we've all heard it by now, Miz came down pretty sick. The Usos and, of course, Roman Reigns were pretty upset about it, so they pulled out of WrestleMania and didn't participate. So from what I've heard, it may end up being a handicap match, Morrison versus the New Day.
That's what you've heard?
That's what I've heard. I don't know if you've heard anything different. What'd you hear?
I heard somehow it's a ladder match, one-on-one, Morrison versus one of the Usos, and I have no idea what happens to New Day.
Oh, boy. Let's see what they do. Who knows? Everyone's leaking different shit.
What have you heard?
Yeah.
I heard something. I heard kind of a fusion of both those rumors. Because honestly, what I heard, and God's honest truth, I heard it was going to be a ladder match still, but just with Morrison, one of the Usos, and one of the New Day.
Wow.
That's what I'm not kidding. That's what I heard.
Okay, how about we pick whether or not we think Miz and Morrison will still be tag champs at the end of the match?
You know, funny you say that because Tina seems to think they will. If we're picking just based on what we have here, she was going with Miz and Morrison. Somehow Morrison pulls out the win. Card stacked against him, who knows? So, if you're asking me, and I'm going by what's on there, I think the New Day is walking away with the titles. That's just my pick, straight up on that. One way or another, it would suck if they got shafted and they don't even get to participate. So, we'll see how much of this match actually still holds up. So,
yeah, that's kind of where I would go, honestly, given just what's there.
Okay.
Or what I prefer, maybe. I'd pick New Day.
All right. So Mike's going New Day.
I was thinking Usos. I don't know why. Just like if with what we have, I was thinking Usos.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll just go with that then and see what happens. So.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Last man standing, Edge versus Randy Orton. Something that's been building up since the Royal Rumble, and sucks that there's not going to be a crowd to see this because I think everybody wanted to see this. So. Some great promos back and forth, a lot of drama, especially involving Beth Phoenix as well. So, Tina is going with Edge here. And
that's actually kind of shocking, but okay.
Huh?
That's actually kind of shocking that she's going with Edge, but okay.
Yeah, I know. But I think she feels like Edge is going to have a pretty decent run this year, that this isn't going to be something that just stops at Mania. So.
I agree.
Yeah. Mike, what about you?
Yeah, same. I'm going to go with Edge.
Okay. All right. And Tommy?
Yeah, Edge.
Edge. Okay. I'm actually also going to go with Edge. I felt like he's going to have a run this year. And maybe they'll like meet up again. And that's when Orton's going to go over. But a last man standing match, Edge is just... He's insane. So, granted, he had a great showing at the Rumble. You haven't seen him wrestle on TV since then. I would love to see him put on a hell of a show with Orton. I hope this is one.
He looked like a badass grandpa when he came out.
I hope this is at the Performance Center because I want to see him fight in the weight room.
I was like, man, Edge was like a badass grandpa with gray beard. He had abs. It was like your granddad that you would go tell the other kids were beating you up, and your granddad would come and just whoop all the other kids' asses.
So, Mr. Miyagi?
Kind of, yeah.
Right.
Excellent.
Dude, I've been quarantined. I've been thinking of some weird stuff, so just ignore me.
All right. Intercontinental title match, Sami Zayn versus Daniel Bryan. Tina is going with Daniel Bryan. And I'm going to stick with Sami Zayn on this. I think dude hasn't had a title since he left NXT. I hope he's keeps a good run with this title. So I'm going with Sami Zayn. What about you, Tommy?
Sami Zayn, because same reason. I just think he deserves a big win somewhere, and God knows he's been screwed over on the main roster enough. Okay. And Daniel Bryan, wow, fantastic, really does not need another big win at WrestleMania since he made it. So I think he's good. So I just think Sami just needs a win. So I'm going Sami.
Okay. And Mike.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've heard some reports on who is there or not, because if this was like a normal match, I would say Sami would retain with interference. I know Daniel's kind of got Gulak now, but Sami in theory would have Nakamura and Cesaro, but I don't know who all's showing up. But I'm going to go ahead and say Sami to retain also, just because, again, like you said, he just got it. He needs a big win.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Now NXT Women's Championship, the lone NXT branded match on the card, which sucks considering TakeOver was basically taken away, but NXT Women's Champion Rhea Ripley defending against Charlotte Flair. Obviously one of the most anticipated matches of this entire season, especially with Charlotte winning the Royal Rumble and challenging Rhea Ripley of all people for this title shot. So I don't think too many people thought she would go challenging for an NXT title, but I'm very happy it's going to happen. Tina is picking Rhea Ripley to retain, as am I. I'm gonna say I'd be surprised if Charlotte went over here. I know if it would mean like 2 straight main event WrestleMania losses for her, but still, it's like Rhea's got something good going right now, and I feel like it would suck if she lost to Charlotte at this point. So I'm going with Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
Tommy?
I'm going Rhea Ripley as well.
Okay. And Mike?
Okay. I'm going to lone wolf this, and here's why.
Uh-oh.
Under normal circumstances, if this was WrestleMania regular in stadium, of course I would go with Rhea Ripley because it makes more sense. But we kind of talked about this before the show. And again, I'm just throwing this out there because I feel like there hasn't been really any shocking things that we've talked about yet. I say they give Charlotte the win here, and if we get back to SummerSlam with a regular crowd, Ripley gets a rematch and beats her in front of her crowd so she can get a reaction.
Okay.
That's my thought.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, that's my thought. I could be completely wrong, but
okay.
I see your point.
That's a good idea. Hopefully it plans out that way. So sounds like it'd be interesting.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm pulling up something here. All right. Here we go. Oh, SmackDown Women's Championship is a 5-way elimination match. Bayley against Lacey Evans versus Tamina versus Naomi versus Sasha Banks. Tina's picking Bayley. I think we all seem to think this is all going to come down to Bayley versus Sasha. And the friendship kind of at odds here kind of thing, right? So
No one's going with Tamina?
I'm actually yes.
Are you serious or are you just messing with us here?
I'm going Tamina.
Oh, boy.
I'm lone wolfing this if I have to, but I just had this feeling. I'm going Tamina.
All right. I'm going with Bayley. I'm just going to throw that. So, Mike, what about you?
I threw Tamina out there because she's been there the longest with no title wins.
Right.
And it would just be such a out of nowhere, but I kind of use that, I think, on Rhea and Charlotte. I think I'm going to go Sasha just to continue that story. And have something start between them. Yeah. Because Bayley's beat everybody.
That's true. That's true. But at one point, do you have her lose to her friend, though? That's the interesting part. So I think that's going to be an interesting story. All right.
What if Bayley gets eliminated earlier, before the last person?
Dude, if she's the first one eliminated, that'd be a shock. I think a lot of people would be shocked to see that. So
yeah.
All right. Raw Women's.
They should have done the Baszler.
Speaking of, yes, this is a Raw Women's Championship. Becky Lynch versus Shayna Baszler. Tina going Becky Lynch. Oh boy. This is a tough one. Anybody want to pick or know who they're going to pick?
I'm going Baszler.
Baszler. Mike's going Baszler. Okay.
You're going Baszler. I'm going Becky. I say that with all the uncertainty in the world, but I'm going Becky.
Tina based her pick around a lot of heavy rumors that Becky was going to get some time off after Mania. With the schedule and everything, she needs some time off to heal up. Well, everybody seems to be getting a lot of time off now. So I think for that reason, I think it's going to be Becky that wins as well. I'm keeping with Tina's mindset on that too. How big would Becky be if she steamrolls through Baszler and single-handedly has taken down 2 of the 4 horsewomen of MMA in back-to-back WrestleManias and would hold the title for over a year? How great would that be?
It'd be something.
Yeah.
And that would be the 2 biggest horsewomen because the other 2 wouldn't be a match. So.
Yeah, I think the idea is that she's beaten those 2. Maybe at some point they work towards horsewomen versus horsewomen at Survivor Series this year. That could be something.
We've been saying that for 3 years.
I know, but maybe they'll actually do it this year. Who
Never
knows,
gonna
right?
happen. And again, and this may have all changed with things changed as they are now, but I really like the idea of the Rocky 3 story where, Shayna's Mr. T, Becky's Rocky, and she's way too confident. They kind of changed that because, before the Chamber, Becky was being real cocky and over the top and Conor McGregor-ish almost. And then Shayna wins, and she went right back to the man, Becky Lynch. And so y'all may be right, but I'm going to go on a limb with this one as well and go Baszler.
Okay.
It's all good.
All right. Now, the two big titles. Here's the first one it's got the most uncertainty around it is the Universal Championship. Goldberg is scheduled to defend against Roman Reigns. And as we talked about earlier, and I think Roman pretty much confirmed already.
Yeah, he confirmed it online.
He's confirmed online he's not going to be at WrestleMania, not going to be on this match. Some rumors around this have said could be Strowman that's inserted into the match. We'll pretty much find out this Friday on SmackDown what's going to happen.
We hope it's Matt Riddle.
I hope it's Matt Riddle, personally.
That would be fantastic.
I hope it's Matt Riddle.
Same.
Tina picked who she basically thinks Strowman's going to take his place, so she's picking Strowman / Reigns or whatever. So the funny thing is, if it's Matt Riddle, she doesn't really like Matt Riddle. She'd probably pick Goldberg, to be honest with you. So I personally am hoping it's Riddle, and I hope Riddle wins. So I'm going to go with Matt Riddle. I would love to see that. I know he's ruffling feathers. He's getting heat on himself, but you know what? He's standing out in his own way, and I think he's getting people talking. And deep down, I think Vince does appreciate that. He won't say it publicly, but I think he does. So I'm going with Riddle. Anybody else have who they think will take the replacement and who would win?
I think it's going to be Strowman, and if it is, I'm picking Strowman.
Okay.
Same, because with as much as they botched his run when he was so huge, it would be pretty fitting that he wins his first major heavyweight title in a WrestleMania with no fans. So.
And beats Goldberg to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going Strowman to win it.
Okay.
To come in and win it.
And finally, in a match that deserves for this to go on last, considering everything that's built on, really hope this is the main event on Sunday. Then again, we never know. Brock Lesnar defending against Drew McIntyre, the Royal Rumble winner, who I think I feel the worst for, with everything that's going on, I feel the worst for Drew McIntyre because this is such a heavy thing that he has pushed for, has fought for years to get back, get in this picture, and all this craziness is happening. And if he doesn't win it now, Vince might just decide to change his mind and not push him next year for WrestleMania. So who knows?
JC, don't put that out in the air.
Come on, everybody knows that.
Put that bad voodoo out there.
I know. Okay, but that said, Tina's picking Drew. I'm picking Drew. This is his time. We've seen everything he's gone through. Getting fired, building himself up as Drew Galloway, taking over pretty much wherever he went, come back to WWE, wins NXT Championship, gets injured, recovers. He's back on the main roster and goes on to win the Royal Rumble. Great moment of the night. They've made Lesnar look very vulnerable in the entire build-up to this, that he hasn't gotten one over yet on McIntyre, and I don't think he will. So, Tina, not going McIntyre. Tommy, what about you?
Drew McIntyre for the love of God. Please, God, Drew McIntyre.
Oh, my God.
JC, Brock Lesnar could fight Hornswoggle, and Tommy would go with Hornswoggle. Come on.
Yes, I would.
I think we all would. I think we all would, right? You know? So, I mean, who knows? All right. So, Mike, who are you picking then?
Drew.
Yeah.
I agree with everything you said. I feel really bad for him because I feel like they were, and it still may be once things get back to normal, but they were in the process of making a new star finally.
Yeah.
And the Rumble, as much as we hated the way it started, did a big job to get him there. The couple weeks after the Rumble, he looked super strong, and then this kind of comes. So I hope he still wins it. They don't change anything because of the situation, but yeah.
All right. Hopefully that's the way it comes out. So that's our picks for WrestleMania. 16 freaking matches. We did it. Pretty good time.
Whew.
Yeah. Like I said, we don't know the order of these. We don't know what's going to happen what night. We'll see. So as far as I understand, it's going to be 2 4-hour nights of wrestling in the Orlando, Florida area. So
I got nothing else to do.
Yeah. For all we know, this is all they could be able to do for a while because I think Florida's on pretty much lockdown everywhere you go. So the fact they got these taped already and done before the city shut down was actually a pretty good strategy on their part. So, and thankfully it is happening. So now, if you listen to the Geekcast, there's an episode that came out today that we recorded last night. Steady, myself, and Jericho. Steady decided to surprise Jericho and I and play a game of The Geek is Right with some WrestleMania trivia questions. Thank God I won because I'm hosting the damn WrestleCast, and if I'd have lost, I'd have felt like so horrible. But some of these kind of stumped me. But I kept saying on the show, I need to call Mike and Tommy because they're my lifeline on these. Do I get a lifeline or something? Because I know they'll know this shit. So So I'm going to get you guys on the line here. I already have you on the line, and I want to see if you guys do know these questions. So
All right.
thank you, Steady, for sending it to me. So which WrestleMania has the most pay-per-view buys in history?
In history?
Yeah. Of all the WrestleManias, which one has the most pay-per-view buys?
17.
Tommy, your guess?
I'm going to say 18.
The correct answer is 28.
Huh.
Yeah.
No way.
WrestleMania 28. Yeah, I didn't know it either.
That was like the second. That was the Hell in the Cell Triple H.
Is that what it was?
Wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Just 20.
No, because wait. Oh yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right.
Because remember, I have this big bias against Triple H.
Oh yeah, you know what? Because that was Rock and Cena that
so
year.
So Mike's having flashbacks thinking about that. Yeah.
Wait, was that the first time in that was the first
Rock and Cena match. Yep, that's what it was.
First and only time it ever happened, except for also 29.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. This one kind of stumped me. I didn't know this one. And I didn't know the buys one either. Thankfully, we were playing Geek is Right, so it was like closest without going over. But I'm just asking you guys straight trivia. What is the only WrestleMania to not feature a traditional one-on-one match?
Oh, WrestleMania 16, 2000.
Yeah.
That's right. Yep. WrestleMania 2000, WrestleMania 16.
Yep.
I was trying to know that
I know. And let me tell you the only reason I know that. When I first got back into wrestling, that was like maybe the fourth DVD I ever bought because it was like on sale. And actually, I thought I was buying another one, but the cover was wrong, and it was 2000, so I ended up watching that all over and over.
That was the one with the four-way main event, right?
Yeah, that was with Rock, Triple H, Mick Foley, and Big Show.
And a member of the McMahon's in their corner, each one's corner, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and the McMahon in each of their corners.
That's right.
I think that was also the one that the very beginning started with a hardcore and then
hardcore battle royal.
Title. Was it the battle royal?
The hardcore battle royal, and then there was a triple threat for the Intercontinental and European championships because Kurt Angle had both.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And there was another WrestleMania where, at the very last second leading up to it, like the two champions changed spots. Like, was it Road Dogg and Billy? I don't know. It was something where they changed the champs at the last minute. It was really weird.
Funny how those titles change hands the last minute, so it makes you wonder if something's going to change hands on Friday, just for the hell of it.
Seriously.
Which WrestleMania had the most women's matches on the card?
$35?
That's got to be a recent one.
Mike said 35. What about you, Tommy?
It's
if not 35, then it'd been 34 for sure.
It was 34 in New Orleans.
34.
4 women's matches. Yep.
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 I was like, if it wasn't 35, because I thought Mike was right. If it was 35, then it had to have been 34.
Yeah.
So last year was because last year had both titles in one match.
Yeah. That was my thinking too when I was answering
they had
it.
Separate matches,
right,
and everything. Yeah.
Plus the women's battle royal. Plus there had to be one other. Yeah.
Yep.
Good call.
All right. This should be easy. Aside from this year, what is the only other WrestleMania to be taking place in multiple locations?
2.
2, right?
Yeah, WrestleMania 2. Yeah,
2.
That was the easy one. Another easy one.
It is, but I always get 2 and 3 confused because sometimes I keep thinking 3 was the one that took place in different places, only because for WrestleMania 3, it's number 3. Why didn't that take place in 3 different arenas? I keep forgetting 2 did that, but you know.
No, 3 was the WrestleMania in front of 75 million fans.
Hogan slamming Andre,
Andre the Giant at the Superdome. I mean,
right after he got through defeating Goku and Vegeta to become the strongest Saiyan in the universe. Anyway,
exactly. It was almost 75 million fans until the one we intended that had 100 million fans at AT&T Center. So yeah, that
35 million and one fan.
Yeah, exactly.
Good thing you came, Tommy.
Yeah. Another softball one for us. What is the first WrestleMania to take place in an outdoor setting?
9 in Vegas.
Yep.
Right?
That's 9.
Yep.
Las Vegas. Yep.
9.
No, wait. Is that accurate?
That's accurate.
No. Okay, never mind. WrestleMania 7 was supposed to take place at the Rose Bowl, I think. But because of the Gulf War, they brought it into a smaller arena. Okay.
Yeah.
I had it backwards for a second in my head.
Yeah, 9 was the one at Caesar's Palace, Las Vegas.
You know what I keep getting wrong? I always keep thinking it's 8, but 8 wasn't an outdoor arena. It just had that really big high ceiling, and the sunlight looked like it was outside. And I keep thinking 8 was outside, but it was 9. So
yeah, and everyone tries to forget it because it was a super lame Hogan and Sid Justice.
Yeah.
By Papa Shango and then the Warrior.
That being said, though, that WrestleMania does have another one of my favorite matches, which is Ric Flair versus Randy Savage. So as much as that WrestleMania is kind of lame, that's one of my favorite matches.
Yeah, that did main event.
And Bobby the Brain coming out backwards on
on
an elephant or something,
What's
or a horse. Oh, Bobby the Brain Heenan walking, like coming out on like a backwards on a whatever he was riding it on. It was a horse or camel.
That was 9, yeah.
That was 9, yeah. The whole Roman theme.
Because that was when Bret Hart got screwed with Yoko's, where Bret Hart and Yokozuna both got screwed.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, that's Jim Ross's debut with WWE, and then that's Hogan like,
yeah.
Hey, I'm here, brother. Why don't we just have a title match? Because I'm Hogan.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Pulling the Roman Reigns, I'm next.
All right. What? Okay, I'll kind of expand on this question here. No, I'll just ask it as Steady asked us. What is the second WrestleMania to be held outside of the United States?
The second WrestleMania?
The second WrestleMania to be held outside of the United States.
What was the first one?
First one was WrestleMania 6.
Oh, the first one was WrestleMania 6. Oh, WrestleMania 18.
There you go, yeah.
Yeah.
God dang it, Canada's in part of America.
Yeah.
I'm over here thinking I was like, WrestleMania's never been to England.
That was my thought too when he asked me the question. I was like, okay, outside U.S. soil. I'm already thinking overseas. Thinking that I was like,
yeah,
hey, forget about Canada.
JC, you know what? Until you said 6, I completely forgot Canada had 2 of them.
Yeah,
exactly the same thing. I thought there was like a trick question, like you meant the first time it was offered to viewers outside of the U.S.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, Canada, they're a country too.
Canada's not part of the U.S.
Yeah. Hey, they closed the borders,
we love you,
right?
Canada fans.
Yeah, sorry.
We love you, Canada.
Yeah, we do. Sorry.
Oh, that was a good one.
That was hilarious. Oh my god.
What is the? Oh, I think it was the first WrestleMania where no titles change hands.
Oh, I know this one. I know this one. Damn it!
Some of these are pretty hard, man. Props to Steady. He found some good ones, man. So.
I think 11.
That's incorrect.
Damn it! Wait!
Don't Google it, Tommy. Don't Google it.
I'm not Googling it.
Okay.
I'm seriously not Googling it. I swear. Wait, what? No, that definitely wasn't it. I don't know which one.
Hold on. How close was I?
You said what?
11?
11? No, you weren't
close.
close.
Like real close, or is it way far away?
No, farther away.
Wait. Wait. Hold on.
I love doing this on the WrestleCast because you see their brains exploding.
Was it 22?
No.
Damn it. Okay.
When did?
No, oh my god, I'm so stupid. Never mind. Ignore me.
It's the one where Miz defeated Cena. Was it 27? 26?
27.
Right.
27, yeah.
Damn it. And I do that too. Crap.
I heard that somewhere. Because it's.
No, I heard. I heard it too, and then I looked it up to verify. And when I saw that was right, I was like, "Holy crap!"
Yeah. 27. Pretty crazy, right? Because I was like trying to think back on recent ones too, and I was like, God, did that happen? It's hard to remember them all, they come through.
Yeah.
Especially in that Attitude Era when there was like hardcore titles and European titles.
Yes, that's why I didn't include anything with the hardcore title. I was like, no, if the hardcore title was a thing during that era, then there's no way there was a title changes.
See, I was thinking maybe 11 because if that was before Shawn became face and Diesel beat him in the main event.
Right.
So I was thinking, well, maybe that was no title changes.
I was thinking early on too, like there had to be something, But I was also thinking like
I thought she might have died with 11 because that's the one where Lawrence Taylor wrestled Batman Bigelow.
That's right. Yeah. All right. The final question he asked us: which 2 WrestleManias taking place in back-to-back years were held at the same venue in back-to-back years?
Oh, I do know this one. Damn it.
Is it a technicality?
No, it's not a technicality. Like literally back-to-back years, these were held at the same venue.
Was it? And Mike, this might help you out because I'll go first. Was it 4 and 5?
It was 4 and 5, Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Yeah!
Yes.
Yeah,
I know.
I was thinking 1 and 2, where 2 was one of the was Madison Square Garden one of the venues for 2.
See, and I thought that too when I answered, but it turns out 2 was at the Nassau Coliseum. Was one of the venues.
Okay.
It was Nassau, Rosemont Horizon, and the LA Sports Arena, whereas 1 obviously was at Madison Square Garden. Yeah, so.
I feel vindicated for not knowing the title change question by knowing that one instead. I'm such a nerd that made me literally feel better. I feel so smart right now. Like, yes, I am wrestling brilliant.
Obviously, you guys probably would have beat me on the Kikas Riots. Thank God y'all weren't on that show, but yeah.
I got a bonus question for you guys.
All right, what is it?
Okay.
And this was my go-to one for years.
Okay.
What was the very first match at the very first WrestleMania?
Oh my God.
I actually don't know this.
I don't know it either. Hang on, let me pull up my WWE
Network. I know this
Network.
because I used to rent the WrestleMania 1 video so many times.
Damn, I actually don't know.
JC?
It wasn't Piper. Piper was in the main event of that show.
I was in the main event for that one, yeah.
I'll say, I know I'm wrong, but Ricky Steamboat, Ric Flair.
Ric Flair?
I don't know. Steamboat and somebody.
Was it? Wait. Was it R-Truth versus Doink?
Yes. In a ladder match.
For the 24/7.
No, I know Flair wasn't on that show, but I feel like Steamboat was in that match. I just don't know who he wrestled, so I just said Flair for the hell of it.
It's not, but another workhorse wrestler. It was Tito Santana versus the Executioner.
Wow.
And the Executioner was played by a pre-Playboy Buddy Rose.
Wow.
If you remember the 80s wrestling jobbers.
Wow. Oh my God.
Yeah. I used to rent that WrestleMania 1 video all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Nice bit of trivia. Yeah. Everyone remembers what the main event was. No one remembers what the first match was. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So did I tell you guys how I used to have the VHS of WrestleMania 17? And I used to watch that thing till I think it still works if I try it now, but I wouldn't dare it because it might just break apart in a cassette player if I try it again.
Oh man. Well, I got to work in VCR. We'll have to try it out, see if it's possible.
Okay.
If it's not dust already.
I finally found the DVD about 2 years ago, and I got it for cheap because a friend and I worked at the CD Exchange where it was on sale.
CD
so
Exchange.
I got it for cheap. But the VHS, I still have the VHS. I keep it as a keepsake.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Oh, excuse me. All right, so that's our WrestleMania. A little bit of trivia there. Had a little fun with it. Social distancing trivia, if you will. Before we get to our 1 minute warning, though, how excited are you guys for the announcement that AEW is going to have a tournament for a brand new TNT Championship?
I love it.
Yeah.
I think
it's genius.
We discussed it last week that AEW right now has basically written the book on how to have shows without fans every week live, and they're doing a hell of a job with it. I'm really enjoying that.
Okay. So I didn't get to watch Dynamite live, but a friend of mine told me I was going to love the Matt Hardy and Jericho promo later. And I knew I was going to anyway, but oh my God, those two guys are fantastic even when there's no one there.
Man, it's amazing. It's amazing.
And Jericho claiming that he is banning the fans from all AEW events until he decides otherwise is just such a genius line that it's like Dude, no one can touch these two right now
Oh
with their
my
gimmicks.
gosh. That's hilarious.
And then on top of that, did you see them come out and explain how Matt Hardy teleported? Have you seen this online?
I didn't see this.
So, a bunch of fans are like, oh, come on. You're supposed to believe he teleported. That's not real. So AEW and Matt Hardy actually came out and said that, no, of course he didn't teleport. That's impossible. Vanguard 1 displayed projections of him throughout the arena to mess with Jericho's mind. He was actually waiting at the bottom the whole time. And I just thought that was so hilarious because people were complaining.
I love it because they're going to have so much fun with fans. This is where you have to really flex your social media muscle because this is how you're going to interact with fans for the foreseeable future.
Chris, good.
Yeah, that's really how it is. So, and they're doing a hell of a job.
The thing is, though, when dealing with trolls like that, I think that's where they have the perfect guys in charge of the company, like the Young Bucks and Cody.
Yeah.
If those three guys don't know how to deal with trolls, I don't know who does.
It's funny you mentioned Cody. This past weekend on ESPN, they did show WrestleMania 32 that we had attended. And the opening match, the ladder match, man, Stardust seems so long ago. And
it does.
It was really only 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
Every time he brings it up, I have to remember that it was actually a thing.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Seriously.
It's crazy how long ago that was. But
one more thing before we go off on the Jericho Hardy match.
Mm-hmm.
Jericho insulting Vanguard 1 as it flies away. And I don't like that you share your political opinions online.
The fact that we have gotten to a point where Chris Jericho is arguing with a drone in an empty arena is somehow a magical time in wrestling. I don't know why.
Best thing on TV right now.
Only Chris Jericho, man. It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's getting me through this. I'm not going to lie. It really is.
All right.
JC, did you also see that apparently tonight they announced the first half of the bracket for that tournament?
No, I missed that.
TNT
But next
one?
week we're going to go through the whole thing. So I assume by next week we're going to have the full bracket. So that's going to be on our agenda.
They have the
for next
first
week.
two matches up for one side.
Okay. Yeah, we'll have a full bracket next week. We'll play a little bracketology and go from there. Maybe we'll pick the whole bracket and see what we think is going to be the final outcome. So
nice.
We'll go with that. That moves us into our 1 minute warning. Tina, obviously not joining us, but all she wanted to say is that she is excited for the return of Total Bellas on Thursday. Yes, reality TV.
Cool.
I honestly, I like watching those shows to see what kind of goes on behind the scenes with some storylines that you remember them playing out on TV. It's like, oh, this is what happened back then, Well, she says, quote, the Bellas were not great wrestlers, but she loves the drama and they are good people. So
fair enough.
Yeah.
I can get that.
Yeah. So we'll see kind of how I think Brie and Daniel Bryan were really struggling to have another kid. And then, of course, she becomes pregnant. And then Nikki becomes pregnant around the same time. So that'll be, twin magic, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Is this inappropriate? Apparently you can look and at least one person can touch. So.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
Wow. Wow.
Nailed it.
Wow.
Just saying.
Wow.
Their song was "You Can Look But You Can't Touch," and
he's not
one
wrong.
person in a committed relationship got to.
He's not wrong.
Wow.
Alrighty. So who wants to go first between you guys, Mike or Tommy? If you guys have anything this week.
I don't even know if I have anything, honestly.
All right.
I have one, and it'll probably be quick, so probably like a 30-second warning.
All right. Well, we'll see. Whenever you're ready, set and go.
Okay. So I just want to say this new show, the Big Show on Netflix, looks hilarious. It looks like
Shout
it's
out
like
Urkel.
just an old school family sitcom, and I'm in. I like it. Looks cheesy, it looks corny, and I'm 100% in. It's got Big Show. I saw Mick Foley, Mark Henry, Rikishi guest starring. And Jaleel White. I'm so in for this show. Let's do it. Let's just do it.
I'm just happy to see Urkel back on TV. That's great.
Yeah. So am I. I'm so happy. I love Jaleel White. He's so. I think he's very underrated.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
And then,
that's it for me.
That's it for you? Okay, cool.
Along the same lines, there's that main event Netflix movie that has a bunch of NXT talent and wrestling talent.
Yeah,
that's true. That's right. Yeah. Hey, Netflix. It's a great time to be watching streaming because they're not really doing a whole lot else right now, right? So
yeah.
Yep. I'm going to take my time to say I do appreciate that WrestleMania is happening. And one of the things I've appreciated about social media in this age where everybody's pretty much having to stay home is some of the jokes and memes that have come out. You know, people talking about late for my meeting, going to video conference because the traffic was hell and they're holding on to kids the whole time, you know? So how much you refer to your kids as your coworkers and make that funny, which is really good. But I love that WWE has found a way to poke fun at themselves with all of this. This is a legit t-shirt. If you go to WWEshop.com, you can get yourself an official WrestleMania 36 t-shirt that says, I wasn't there. Because no fans will be in attendance.
And I legitimately want one of those shirts.
Me too. Because I'm probably going to order one within the next day or two. Because I'm wearing my WrestleMania shirt that I got 32 that says I was there. But this one saying I wasn't there. That is just pure gold. I love that WWE is still going forward with this. On some level, entertainment is essential. It gets our mind off of things. When, hey, they found a way to sell merch and make fun of themselves, I'm all for it. So get yourself a t-shirt at WWEshop.com that says you were not at WrestleMania 36.
Well, look, we don't like fans that try to buy that T-shirt where they don't go to WrestleMania.
Yeah,
you can only buy this T-shirt if you're not at WrestleMania 36. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't go to WrestleMania 36 and then buy this shirt. Okay, that's not cool, man.
Don't show up at the Performance Center, try and get in.
That's my 1 minute warning.
Yeah.
I want someone to hear that and like watch it and get get legitimately upset. Like, how's he going to say that and like completely not get the joke at all?
I want some fans to show up at the Performance Center on Saturday thinking, I'm going to try and sneak in, not realizing it's been pre-taped, and just somebody get a video of that. That would be hilarious.
Oh man, please! Yeah. Oh my God, I hope that happens even more now.
Oh yeah.
Actually, now I just want to see crew members wearing that shirt because they are technically there. That would be even better. The cameraman, I wasn't there.
With that shirt on while he's in the arena.
Yeah. Or how many wrestlers that were not on the card wearing that shirt the next time you see them on TV. That'd be pretty funny.
Oh, my God, on their social media.
Oh, my God, that would be fantastic.
Yes. Roman Reigns being one
Zack
of them.
Ryder.
Is it Roman Reigns?
Roman Reigns.
Those would be great.
Hey, that'll be fun, right? Well, we've been talking about it all show. WrestleMania 36 is Saturday and Sunday at 6 p.m. Central Time.
What?
Yeah, 2 days.
Whatever.
2 days. A kickoff show normally for these big pay-per-views has been 2 hours ahead of time. We're guessing it's at 4. It might be 5 both nights. I don't know. Check your listings. Now, it's slated to be filmed. It's probably been filmed already at the WWE Performance Center. It's possible they already filmed this at Full Sail University. They haven't really confirmed anything. We'll kind of find out when that happens, when they actually do air this on the network. As I said, it's on WWE Network. If you haven't got WWE Network yet, I don't know why. If you're planning to watch this, get the free trial, 30-day free trial. WrestleMania is free. And, of course, believe it or not, there are some I think Fox is going to provide some pay-per-view options as well for like $60 or $50, something like that too. But why pay that money? We can just get the network and watch it for free. So,
yeah, so does this also mean in future WWE Trivia that there may be now more than one WrestleMania that took place from different venues? Would this count?
This would count. Believe it or not, yeah, it would count.
Interesting.
Even though 2 was closed circuit TV, it took place in 3 different venues. This technically would count because they're doing it at 2 different locations, Performance Center and Full Sail. So, yeah, this is part of that trivia.
Man, I kind of made this joke with my family earlier a couple weeks ago, but this, like, 20 years from now when you play trivia games, 2020 is going to be such a weird year of, like, you know, who was the NCAA champion in 2020? Trick question, there wasn't one. Or
exactly.
You know, like, who won Wimbledon in 2020? Nobody.
Are we even going to have an NBA championship in 2020? You know, so does that
exactly.
count? Yeah, you know,
it's a weird time.
Yeah, the shortened season, and it's not due to a work stoppage.
This was a weird ass year. Like
it is, and
we're just finishing 3 months.
I know,
and it's been a weird ass year.
And maybe I'm selfish because the only thing that I'm upset about is the fact that my Avalanche were killing it and the season got cut off. And I was like, God damn it. They have a shot at the cup this year and they may not get to finish the fucking season. So, you know, what can you do, right? For us, our Twitter account, CCG_WrestleCast. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the Count and CCG YouTube channel. It's going to be a weird WrestleMania. We're going to try and enjoy it as best we can, and we'll be recapping it next week, as well as previewing the AEW TNT Championship Tournament that has been announced. We should have a full bracket by then, and we'll be talking about that next week. I would love to have done a reaction video with us watching WrestleMania together on some of the highlight matches, but it doesn't seem that's feasible. You know, it's going to be hard to do.
We can Zoom it.
We'll try. We'll see. Depends how my kids are. That's going to be the interesting part.
Well, if nothing else, I'm trying to, whenever I can, because of course, everyone's home. I'm trying to still film stuff for my channel and everything. Maybe I can try to film a reaction and get that to you.
Yeah, go for it, man. If you want to film something, I'll put on the WrestleCast. Tommy's reaction to this. Tommy's reaction to that. I wish you would do that for the Wrestle Kingdom shows. That'd be great. Since you're the one watching.
You know what? I thought about that after you told me, and we're still organizing in our house. So I think this coming year when I get my office set up and I can somehow soundproof it, so my wife doesn't leave me. I can do it this coming year.
Cool. We'd love to see that. So
does that mean Wrestle Kingdom is going to be 3 nights this year just to up the ante?
Oh my God.
See, here's the thing, though. At least with their roster, they make it worth it. Sorry. Did I sound bitter just now?
I'm sorry. What's not worth an Elias versus King Corbin match?
Shut up.
Look, at this point, let's just hope they get back to wrestling so that we can see the finish of the New Japan Cup, right? Because they barely got started before they had to cut it off.
I don't know if they're gonna redo it or not. They haven't said yet. So
we'll see. There's
we'll see come May, I guess.
There's a lot up in the air. I know Impact just broadcast an old school TNA show that they filmed about a month or 2 ago. They actually just broadcast today on TV. So brought back some old TNA stars as well. So pretty cool.
Yeah.
That is it for our show this week. We hope everybody enjoys WrestleMania. On the phone, we had Tommy.
Thanks, guys.
And Mike.
Be nice and kind in 2020, guys. Let's get through this.
And I'm JC. Everyone, please be safe. Enjoy WrestleMania this weekend. It's a break from the world of craziness out there, so stay home and enjoy it. 2 nights of wrestling. Can't argue with that. And always remember, pro wrestling is real. People are fake. Sorry. Later.
So if you want to subscribe to the channel, click right here.
And if you want to watch more WrestleCast videos, I got 3 words for you. Click right here.